really should have brought down my propolis strap. Maybe I'll
Do you
get
want
it.
to run and get it?
I'll
And
go get
we
it.
can give.
Yeah. I guess I took the feeder off of here and forgot to put it back on. So that's my bad. But if I go get the propolis, then I'll just use that as my undercover. So I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll give a few minutes
Sorry.
then and let people join in. And thank you for
Okay.
joining. So thank you so much for joining us, everyone. We are giving Kim just a few more moments to run and grab her propolis trap, and then we will get started. She is going to be doing a little hive inspection today, and we are going to discuss how to get the most out of your honey harvest and how you can do that while not going so hard on your bees and also while supporting your pollinators. So I believe I see Kim. There she is.
Hello. Sorry about that.
Hey, how are you?
Good,
No
very
worries,
good.
no worries at all.
How's everyone doing
So,
today?
well, I am doing good,
Oh,
and I just want to see, and I want to thank everybody for joining. So, if I missed anyone, I believe Diane's in here.
hi,
Tops, thank you so
Diane.
much, everybody. Let's see. Bob Smith, thank you so much for joining. Marcia,
Hi,
hey,
Bob.
thank you,
Hi, Marcia.
everyone. So you've got that. And just tell us, Kim, before we get started, what are you actually going to be looking at today?
Our pollinators. I hope you can hear. But this is a split we did earlier in May where I put the medium box on the bottom and the deep box on the top. So I do want to try to switch them. I was waiting for more bees to come up here, but at this point, I want to be able to try to use that medium box more for honey because I have a new product I wanted to try out. There, what the heck? I was gone for 5 minutes and there's a Japanese beetle in here. Great.
Oh,
Great. We don't
wonderful.
want that.
That's not where you're
Anyway,
supposed to live.
now I'm gonna have to try to get that out of there. Of course.
All
Oh,
right.
something. This is our product, the hog half comb. This is a hog half comb frame. So it comes all assembled just like this. And you're going to remove two frames in your box and replace with this. Now this is going to make comb honey in cassettes. And everything comes all put together for you. You don't even need to add the wax. The wax pieces are in here already. There's going to be 8 cassettes. And the wax goes on the bottom of the cassette. And the bees will draw it from the bottom up. And then they'll cap the top. And then you harvest it out, open up the half comb, and then you would put on these lids. These will also come with it. So we can
Okay.
show the process of that as like in real time because I'm going to try to add it today. We'll see what happens.
That
And
is so cool.
yeah, we'll just have to wait for them to fill this up. But we don't want this Japanese beetle in there. So that
So
puts a damper in it.
while you're getting rid of that little beetle, guess who's here with us?
Oh,
They're late, but they're here.
who's that?
PJ.
PJ, hi, how are you?
Hi, PJ. Hope you're well. It's been a few months since we've seen you. Well,
Yes.
like in person, but I hope you've
Got
been
it.
so well.
I got it out. Okay.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
So today, while Kim's looking in her hive, we're just gonna go over a few things. Just basics of, like I said, maximizing your harvest and celebrating some pollinator week stuff.
Mm,
So moving on here, what determines your honey yields? That there's so many things that come into play there. Wouldn't you agree, Kim? Like there's just a lot
yeah,
of different factors.
there really are.
So let's go a little bit deeper into that. Nectar availability, that hugely, of course, affects your honey yield. The weather, that's going to
Mm-hmm.
be a big one. How's your queen doing? If you have a poor quality queen, you're probably not going to have the greatest honey yield either.
Mm,
Um,
true.
if your hives are struggling with any kind of pest, they're going to be working against the honey yield, the pests are. So if your bees are having to consistently fight varroa, if you have small hive beetle in there,
Mm,
that could definitely affect your honey harvest. Your hive space, so how much space you've got in there, what room you're giving your bees to actually draw out and store, and then your timing of your honey super too. So all of these play huge roles in how much you can expect if you're looking to harvest.
that is very important. I love all of the detail.
So what do we have here? Oh, I see some pollen.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but there are eggs in here. I know
Okay.
we never found eggs on my other hive. Oh, this has like everything in it. I wish I could take a picture. This
It's an
has,
everything frame.
it has eggs, it has new larvae, it has older larvae, and it has uncapped larvae, and it has capped. So it really
That
has everything. I don't know if you
it's a
can see.
gorgeous, gorgeous frame. Look at that.
Very cool. Well, that's
Wow.
great. So I am going to be able to switch these boxes, I think. I don't
Good.
have a lot going on up here, so I do want them to fill out a deep box rather than, the medium on the bottom. So I will try to switch them.
So I want to say real quick to hi Erin, how are you? And hi Robbie, how's everybody doing today?
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate everyone hanging out with us on a Thursday while is in her hive and we're just reviewing a few things. So how's that frame looking?
It's doing a great job. Now, this is
Wow.
the original queen because I forced the split. So that's why I took the whole box and just made
Yeah.
it. So she's doing
Okay.
great.
So let's talk a little bit more about nectar availability and how this is important in your honey yield. That your honey production is going to depend very heavily on how much nectar is available in your area. So with that in mind, everybody knows different things bloom at different times throughout the year. Just like if you
Mhm.
have different gardens going like I do. So I know I am going to have different things growing at different times. And then some years are really good
Mhm.
for nectar flows. Some
Oh,
years you just have
yeah.
really, really amazing nectar flows, and then others you don't. And that could be weather. That's a lot of times very definitely weather dependent. So if you're experiencing a drought, or even excessive rainfalls, you have a lower year in your honey, that it's probably weather related.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Really, everything revolves a lot around the weather.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Um, Also, local forage greatly influence the how much honey you're gonna get too. So look to see what's in your area.
Hmm.
How's that frame looking?
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
She's got a great brood pattern.
Wow, that's beautiful. That is picture perfect. What do you think?
It looks great. I don't believe she's here.
Guys, let us know if you spot her and we haven't.
Yeah.
So, going further into weather, definitely really nice summer days, the ones that we really love if you're a summer lover like me, so your nice sunny days, the bees love those too. So they'll be out doing more, they're more active on those days, gathering more food. So we love those days. That's going to encourage more honey. Extended periods of rain can definitely affect it because the bees, as we know, don't like to come out when it's raining, so they're not able to get out and do their thing
Oh, right.
when we're not getting any rain. That also affects it
Hmm.
too. Winds, that always plays a key
Hmm.
factor into it, and a lot of heat. So
Oh,
those are
great.
just a few things.
I love those points. They make a lot of sense.
Yes. So someone here, Kim says, can never get my bees to draw out comb in the summertime. Any tips?
They're not drawing it out at all.
So yeah, like are they not drawing it out at all? Are they just drawing out in a confined area? And then
If they're
let's
not
move.
drawing it all, you might want to feed them, or maybe something else must be going on if they're not drawing any comb. Do you have a queen? Um, let's see. Do you
Not
notice
building
anything else?
not building new comb.
Is it a new hive? Is it one that overwintered?
So I'll just slightly go over these just more things to factor in here. Queen quality and pest and disease management. So you always want to make sure you have a very healthy queen who's laying that beautiful brood like Kim showed us just a few moments ago. And she's got a really nice population of her lady worker bees in there. Um, Out there foraging during those nectar flows. Oh, what's this?
There's some pollen on there. Just some bird
Oh,
comb I have to get rid of so I can switch the boxes.
okay.
Just scraping that off.
So if you were here with us last week, we went really into depth in queens, queen quality. So just few things to look for to see if your queen maybe not doing so well is spotty brood pattern, the reduced populations, if you see a lot of drones about, and
Hmm.
if you're seeing those queen cells, we talked about those supersedure cells. So just a few things to look out for. Now, when it comes to pests, your varroa mite, you want your bees to be healthy because your healthy bees are going to be your most productive bees. Varroa mites are going to weaken your colonies. So that's clearly going to affect how much they're bringing in.
Hmm.
Colonies dealing with high pest load often raise less brood, so you don't have as many foragers going out gathering. So yeah, just make sure you have some kind of pest management in mind. Whatever
Oh,
that may be for you, may look right for you. Everybody's going to be have different idea about that.
that's true. I like how you put that. Everyone wants to look for something like that, something different, and it could be something different for everybody.
So, going back to over here, sorry. Um, Maybe a dearth. Okay. Everyone is queen rate. It's a swarm. Maybe I need to shake some young nurse bees in there. She's a great queen. I'm not sure if you heard any of that, Kim. That was back to that. So, or if you could be experiencing a dearth, you may want to feed them.
Right.
Feeding
For
them
sure.
can definitely help them draw out that comb. So, just to kind of put everything together, for if you're looking for that honey, plenty of nectar, great weather, your queen looks really great, your bees are in a really good spot, they have plenty of room to put that honey, and you want to put your super on there at the right time. So when all of these things happen together, you're probably going to have a very nice honey yields if that's what you're looking to do.
Right. How's yours going?
Mine's going great. I actually have pulled 2 frames, I think, from one of my hives. Maybe it was from 2 of them. I'm not really pulling that much right now, of course,
Mhm.
just letting them do their thing, but it looks like, it might be a nice year for honey if I decide to collect.
Oh, that's great.
Yep,
And that's also different for everyone too.
absolutely. I'm gonna give them time, see how it looks because I did do some splits this year. So harvesting honey from those hives is not my top priority.
I
I'd like for them
understand.
to really kind of build up and be a little stronger. So maybe I'll take some frames from them next year. And everybody harvests their amounts differently too. I don't
Mhm.
tend to take a whole lot at one time. I may take a frame here, I may take a frame there. Sometimes I may take half of a super. It just depends on the hive and what's happening that day.
That's true too. And if you ever wanted to, not you, but in general, if anybody wanted to try some honey, but maybe it's a newer package or a nuke, instead of taking from the whole box, you could always take a frame earlier in the season if you wanted, just to be able to try it. But,
Yeah,
of course, you want to make sure that you're going to end up leaving them with enough, unless you plan on supplemental feeding during the winter.
absolutely. Ooh, let's see.
Some wonky comb. So in that case, sometimes frames can be waxed a little bit more.
Yes.
Now, the question that we had before, so that's why we ask, are they drawing out like no comb at all? Because if you see here, sometimes they stop and they move on. They drew it out here in the middle and then kind of left it. So either they're just still working on this, or else they could still be working on this one because this is one of the outer frames,
Yeah,
but it does take them quite a while.
I agree. Because I'll see that sometimes too, where they're not really doing anything or they're only doing it in one particular area.
Hmm.
So PJ asks, how do you feel about feeding during long rain periods?
I'm certainly not opposed to it as long as you don't have your honey supers on. I mean, it really depends on the weather. If they're not able to get out and forage,
Mm-hmm.
and certainly help them out. Obviously, that
Absolutely.
will look different for everybody because there's those beekeepers that don't feed even during winter. But this is why you just figure out what works best for you and what you feel in your gut that you want to do with your bees. And I don't think that it's right or wrong. It's just what you want to end up doing.
Sure. If it was gonna be an extended amount of time, I probably would feed something for sure if they're not
Mhm.
able to get out. What and again, like Kim said, that would depend on, also I probably see what am I gonna feed them? It just
Right.
depends. So, and then a lot of times, let's move on to how do we know when the honey is ready? That's a great question.
Mhm.
So let's see here. So, like this says, just because a frame looks full of nectar, honey, it's glistening, all the frames are full of that, doesn't mean it's ready to harvest. What you're looking for is the moisture content. So, the fresh nectar contains a lot of water in it. So then the bees, once they're bringing it in, they have to do what they need to do to get that moisture out of there. So they're passing it through enzymes from one bee to another, and the moisture is gradually removed there. Then they're putting it in the cells, and then they're going to fan it to dry down even more. So bees are going to get that correct moisture content. And then once it's perfect, once the bees know it's just right, they're going to cap it. That's how we know the honey is ready to harvest.
And that's another amazing thing too, is that also depends on the weather. And I know, Steph, you and I have had seasons where they actually didn't cap it because
Yes.
of the moisture, the humidity in the
Mhm.
air, all of the rain. So we used our, which I know you're going to talk about, we used
I
our
am.
refractometers and we
Mhm.
were able to harvest some frames even uncapped.
Yes, yes. So let's talk about that a little bit further. Here we see our friend, Frank, and he looks like he's exploring the horizons, but what he's really doing is checking out the moisture content there for that honey. So
Frank the Explorer.
a lot of people will use a refractometer because you want to make sure your moisture content is just right, below 18.6% moisture. So that's what you want to keep in mind. Like this says, the moisture content is ultimately what matters.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as Kim stated, sometimes like she said, the uncapped honey, what are we doing? Well, if you don't have a refractometer or you just want to try it, like honey's not capped, you can also shake the frame.
Right.
So you want to hold the frame horizontally and give it a firm downward shake there. And if you see it coming out, if it's splashing, dripping, if it's too wet. Now, if
Oh,
nothing happens, it's probably almost good to go. You're good to go. So this, let's see here.
I remember the first time Frank told me about that, and I was like, "That's really? You just
Yeah.
shake it?"
Yep, you just shake it. This, video is not loading for me, but he is actually shaking the frame here, and that can be found on other things, if you know how to look for other things on the
Okay.
Tube View, Book of Faces.
Here's the queen. Can you see? Am I holding this right?
Yeah, let's see her.
Right there by
I
my
can s
finger.
It's a little far away, I know it's probably hard for you to get closer, and that's okay, but
She's moving up the right of the frame by the top. She's coming up. Am I? Sorry. Oh, sorry, guys. So hard to do this when I can't see. The bees don't like the phone either. They're
I see her, I see her. Do you guys see her?
Let me know if you see her, everybody. She's beautiful.
Let us know if you see her. Put a
I
B
needed
in
to
the
see
chats
her.
if you see her.
I actually needed to see her. I wish I would have brought a queen cage because I need to shake her to the bottom.
I'm so glad you found her.
I won't be able to put my queen excluder on if she's up here.
Mm,
That's a thought. Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna do something. Carry on.
okay, okay, I will carry on. Moving on, as per Kim. So what you want to look for is at least 80% capped honey on your frames. If your frames are 80% capped, you're good to go. You can harvest that at that time. If
Mhm.
you can use a refractometer, that's going to give you the most accurate moisture content. And remember, you want that to be 18.6 or less. And also be cautious during humid weather.
Oh, that's yeah, that's a really good one.
Okay. So let's see. Moving on, and I just want to tell you something, Kim.
Hmm.
Happy Pollinator Week.
Oh, thank you, Steph. Thank you for remembering.
Oh,
I'm
oh, yes,
touched.
yes. Oh, you know what? I wanted to show a few things though, real quick before we go into Pollinator Week. Am I doing this wrong? So, a lot of common mistakes that you may make with harvesting is taking it too soon. You don't want to take it
Hmm.
too soon. Don't take all the honey either. Let them have some of that as well. Harvesting during a nectar dearth, extracting brood frames, and ignoring moisture levels. So just keep all that in mind. Those are just some common mistakes you may run into.
That is great to know. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. And now, happy pollinator week. Okay.
How is your pollinator week going?
So my pollinator week is going fantastically. I have a lot of really beautiful things blooming in my garden right now. So I'm seeing a lot of different pollinators, which we'll go into here, and why pollinators matter, and just a few other things.
Oh,
So,
wonderful.
um, as we all know, it's not just honeybees doing all that pollinating out there. There's different other pollinators that you see in your very own backyard too.
Hmm.
Birds, flies, beetles, of course, the honeybee, your native bees. Um, did I say butterflies? So
Yeah.
all of these creatures are pollinators as well. So we always want to make sure we're good stewards to them too. I know a lot of people are freaked out by some of these creatures like flies, and some people don't like birds, and some people don't even like butterflies. And that's okay, but they're doing their part too to help our ecosystem and also to make sure our bellies are fed. So I personally like to help them ensure their bellies are fed as well. And I know you're a big fan of your pollinators
I
too.
do love to go out and see all the pollinators. I know that you and I both look for plants that multiple pollinators like, and also vegetables as well.
Absolutely. Yep. I have a mix of both in my I'm doing vegetables and a ton of flowers this year. I always like to have some flowers, but this year I went a little crazy with them and I love it.
Oh, good. Okay.
So let's see, what else do we have here? Now you can plant things because as this next slide shows, the goal isn't always the plant specifically, it's giving your pollinators a continuous source of food for them. You
Hmm.
want that to be available for them while they're out. So you want to make sure that you're planting things with the season that your pollinators have availability to. In your early seasons, you're giving them that's the fuel for the emerging pollinators. You can do bulbs at that time. That's also the time your willows and maples are going to start blooming, your fruit trees and flowering shrubs as well.
Oh, okay.
Mid-season, you can do things like clover, bee balm, echinacea, and native wildflowers, which is funny because the bee balm and echinacea, do you have the bee balm? I know I have both in my yard.
I do have both. Yes. And
Yes.
I love they'll come back each year, so that's wonderful.
Yes, yes. What are you guys growing in your yards to help your pollinators? Not just your bees. Do you guys have your butterfly bushes out? Do you put anything out for your hummingbirds or any other birds? I'm also a bird lady, so I feed my other little birds here and have a little bird feeder as well. And they also like to run in my plants. So
You should
now
be
late.
able to show your bird feeder sometime.
Oh, yeah, I have a
Do a
bird
video of it.
feeder that has, like, live video feed from it, so
I
you
love
can
that.
see who's visiting. Now, in the late season, you can do goldenrod, asters, and region-specific fall bloomers. So I'm gonna go a little bit further into regions here in a moment, but definitely check and see what's in your area. What can I plant for the different seasons? Because not only is it visually pleasing to you, your pollinators love it as well.
Those are beautiful pictures.
Thank you. Thank you. So, just a little tip, and I know Kim and I talk about this too, is to choose native plants whenever you can,
Right.
and avoid your pesticides, also. So you want to make sure that you're getting your native plants, avoiding pesticides, and providing clean, fresh water. Okay, let's see. Oh, so we have okay. Bob says has his out by his hayfield that is full of white and red clover. I love that.
Oh, wonderful.
So just the main takeaway here is to plant different things throughout the different seasons for your pollinators, blooming at different times, giving them a consistent food
Oh,
source.
that's such a good idea. And I'm not sure one that we all think about doing. When you're in the spring, you're just wanting to fill up your garden. But it's such a great
Right.
idea that you mentioned that to try to find plants that will bloom at different times so you always have something going for them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you can also create a pollinator habitat. Again, doing that is planting those native flowers. Again, I'm excited about one of these slides, so bear with me, but plant your native flowers. I'm gonna
Hmm.
show you how you can check in to see what that is.
Okay.
Um, native
Do you mind if
f
I just briefly interrupt? Because
Yes.
they're good. They're done with me doing this. So I just wanted to show everybody. I don't know
Is
if
it
you're
hot
able to
comb
see.
time?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to
Okay.
interrupt you. I'm just going to close it up. But if you don't use an excluder initially, don't worry. Okay. This is exactly what I did.
Mhm.
She was laying in the top box. I looked for her and then she wasn't up there. So I switched the boxes and then I looked for her again. Luckily, I was able to find her. I know sometimes it won't be that easy, but I was able to find her. I made sure she went in the bottom box. Then I put my excluder on. So now, even though she's laid up here in this box, once all those bees emerge, there'll be no more bees. Like she won't be able to lay any more eggs up here. So there will be no more new bees. So once those emerge, they will just fill this with honey. But the important thing is to make sure your queen is down at the bottom box before you put the excluder on. So anyway, sorry to interrupt. And then I'm going to put this in. So this will be in place of two frames. As I said, it comes already together, including taped for you. You need it to be very tight. And the bees are going to get in here and they're going to start from the bottom where the wax is and they're going to fill it outward. So we will see how it goes. And we can check it throughout the next weeks and see how it's going.
Okay, so I will note here, June the 25th, that you installed the hog comb
Oh, thank you, Steph.
frame.
Yeah,
Yep,
thank
I've
you.
got it in the notebook. Because guys, remember, if you were with us last week, keep notes. Keep
Keep
your notes.
notes. Keep your
Keep
notes.
notes.
Yeah.
Yep, keep your notes. How else is it looking up there, everybody? Looks good.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 in here, but the hog half frame is 2 frames. And I'm really
Okay,
excited. We've never tried this before.
so you have to be clear, you have to remove 2 frames to use the hog comb frame.
Yes.
Okay.
So 2 frames. And I
So
just
if you're
kept away from the
interested.
brood. There's brood over here. I just want them to not be disturbed. So I'm just doing it over on this side.
Okay.
But yeah, so this will take place of 2 frames. Can you see that okay? Oh,
Go yep,
sorry.
that right there. There you go. Perfect. Okay, I see.
So
I love that.
they're already checking it out.
Have any of you used the hog comb frame? This is new to us. So if
Yes,
you've
yeah.
used it, let us know. Kim is going to do this, and then I am going to do what am I doing? Just thin surplus, right? Yeah, I'm going to do thin surplus frame. So we're going to
You,
see the
mhm.
difference in
You
the
have
two.
you'll be using our cut comb kit, super kit.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Okay, maybe you can see it now.
Oh, look at
Actually, now
that,
they're fine.
guys.
Now they're fine. They're fine now.
That looks great. I
Maybe because
love
it was
it.
windy. There was just some wind, but now they seem very peaceful. So
Um, Bob says he likes to do sunflowers for later. I have sunflowers going too for yep,
love
so they'll bloom
sunflowers.
out later.
And I want
So,
to collect some more
mhm,
propolis, so I'm gonna put on my propolis trap in place of an inner cover, and I'll just leave this on briefly. This is the flexible propolis trap.
I'm excited to see how much that collects.
I'm not gonna keep it on very long. I'll just probably keep it until next week
Yeah,
because it is warm and there's no upper entrance then. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me interrupt.
oh, no, girl, you're fine. It's a joint project here, so all right, I was trying to make sure I didn't miss any questions. Um, so this is just, showing you how to create a pollinator habitat if you wanted to. There's a few things that you can do because pollinators actually need more than just food to, do what they need to do. You can create little shelters for them. So by planting your native flowers, that's a great start. This encourages your
Hmm.
pollinators right there to forage, and you're getting your native plants that you need there. Leave some bare ground too. You don't have to have everything covered. Leave some bare ground for them because there are pollinators that live there.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Mhm. Yeah. Your leave some dead wood. You could leave that out. Leaf litter. I know a lot of
Mhm.
people like to get rid of the leaves. I'm a fan of them. I kind of like them. So leaf
Yeah,
litter.
we keep leaf litter as well. And you can even crumble it up if you want, but you could just leave it and you can still mulch over top. You don't have to just have the leaves sitting out.
Yeah,
But they're
facts.
great, especially around the plant. So even if you didn't want the whole garden bed covered in leaves, you can just put the leaves around the plants or vegetables too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Leave water out. You can put a dish out, and you can put something in the dish to create shallow drinking space for them. You could put pebbles, marbles, rocks, just something for them. And you can also reduce excessive lawn space. Replace some lawn with the native plants to provide, food, shelter, and also visual beauty for you.
Oh, that's great.
Mhm.
That is so wonderful and informative.
I have just a few more things to review and see. Okay. So here, um, we go. There are some things here that I know Kim and I are excited about and that we use all the time because not just Kim and I are all about pollinators. At Mann Lake, we are too. So we provided a few things for you to use and utilize on your own that will help you understand what is blooming in your area and creating a pollinator garden of your own. So if you haven't checked it out, please do so. This, what we're looking at now is our plant identifying tool on the app. So you can identify plants. It gives you um, yeah, lots of information about
Oh,
it. Can the
that's a
bees
great
forage
tool.
on it? hmm Is it toxic to bees? All sorts of information it'll give you. I know, Kim, you and I use it all the time.
I do. I just used it yesterday. I use it whenever I'm looking up any type of plant, flower, anywhere I am. You just, because it's so easy, you just take out, open up the app and it's right there. Identify a plant, click on it, take a picture, and it uploads it and tells you what it is, if it's a honeybee, good for honeybees, or even if it's toxic. It's great.
Absolutely. One of my favorite things that I found with using this is the regional guides that it offers too. So you can learn very specifically about your area, and just giving you lots of valuable information about the plants and what you can do there, creating your own little habitat.
I love it. That's great.
Mhm. So happy pollinator week. So excited to go out and see some pollinators at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
that's all I
I
have
don't know where I
today.
went.
Oh, I see your
Am I still there?
yes, you're here. I see your ground.
Okay, sorry. I don't know. I hit something, so I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it alone because I hit something. Hopefully you can see some bees. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you. I'm looking
Okay, good.
at some information here. Or I'm looking at the chat. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't out.
Sarah Lou said I haven't, but Herman the inventor is so helpful and knowledgeable. Look at your bees. I love them.
Hopefully they'll be happy now that they're in the setup that I prefer.
Yes, I love them. I love them so, so much.
They love you. They just said it.
Oh, I heard them, I think. Okay.
Especially because you were so happy about pollinator weekend. That makes them
I do love
happy.
pollinator week. I love to get out there and be outside and see all the different pollinators doing. What's your favorite aside from honeybee, of course? And I think I already know the answer to this. And you guys, if you want, what is your favorite pollinator, excluding our favorite honeybee?
Okay, what do you think mine is?
I think yours is probably the monarch butterfly.
Oh my gosh, how did you
I
know?
well, because I know, guys, Kim is really, really fantastic about supporting the monarchs. I know what you do or try and do every season just to create a habitat for them and food for them as well. So that maybe give me a little hint.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
There used to be a place that you could get free um milkweed seeds.
We should look.
I should look, and if I can find it, we'll post the link.
Yes.
And you can just give them a donation. So it's given them a donation in the past, and they'll send you the seeds for milkweed because that is the only plant that the monarch butterfly um, eats and grows from
Yeah.
when
Simple.
they have their eggs, and then they're little, they grow, and you can see the eggs on there too. They're really distinct. There's like usually in a cluster.
Mhm.
And it's fun to watch them grow.
Well, send me the link and
Okay.
I will definitely look into that. Let's see. PJ says, I leave water out and I put wine corks in them as floaties. I think that is the cutest thing ever, to be honest.
That's amazing.
Hmm. We do have the Bee Island too, guys. So check
Yes.
that out. That thing is cute. I know, Kim, you have a Bee Island, yes?
I
Okay,
do,
okay.
and we love it.
We do.
I have it in my bird bath, but you can put it in your own little, you can make up your own little bath and put it in there.
Absolutely. I have all sorts of little water sources for the animals in my yard. So you can absolutely put it in a bird bath, put it in a little fountain, whatever you want to do. But providing that water is definitely essential. Okay, well, that is all I have. Everyone, thank you so, so much for joining us today. As always, it's greatly appreciated. We always love hanging out with everybody. And check this app out. We love it. I use it all the time. So check it out. Let us know what you think about it. Come back next week and tell us if you got to use it. We love to know. Share it in our group on FB if you're in there.
Yeah,
hmm
that'd be great to see everybody using it.
Yeah, use it. Let us know what plants you found. Let us know about your favorite pollinators, what you're planting. If you're in that particular thing, the FB group, let us know. We should make a little post about it, and everybody can
Okay,
join in. So,
that's great. That's a great idea.
mhm. Okay, well,
Mhm.
I don't have anything unless you have anything you want to discuss real quick.
I think you covered everything so great and beautifully, and I loved your slideshow. Everyone, Steph made the slideshow and she researched the information and found those beautiful pictures. And I just want to say thank you, Steph. I think you did an amazing job.
Thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate you always.
I know it's hard work.
I appreciate it. I love putting the information together. It's always just so much fun to share information with you guys. Because I learn along the way too. So jumping in here with
Hmm.
with you guys and hanging out every week, I'm always learning. So thank you guys.
That's
Thank you
true.
so much for spending time with me because and Kim, it gives us time to learn things that we may not have, seen before. Mhm.
Absolutely. We love just learning more. And even if we know a little bit on the subject, it's always great to do the research and learn more so that we can talk about it.
Yeah,
And I just
absolutely.
appreciate all the work you did
Well,
for
thank
this.
you.
So
And
thank
I
you.
appreciate all the work that you do. I know you guys see that we're not always together. So sometimes that's hard, but we're making it work. So I appreciate you going into the hive and showing us how to use the hog comb today. I'm really excited to see how that turns out. Oh, Steve, you're welcome. You're so welcome. I want to see, do you want to make any guesses as to when you're going to fill that cassette up?
Oh, it might take a bit, I feel like.
That's what I was
Um,
thinking too. I'm
yeah,
thinking August, late August.
yeah,
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be a bit. I gotta look. I mean, technically we should still be in a flow, but the weather has been so strange
Really
this
has
spring.
been.
I really need to look into it. So that is another thing. You don't want to put this on when you're not in a flow. So, um, I want to see. I mean, well, probably in a couple more
Yeah,
weeks. So I'll have to see how they're doing. If they're not really doing much, I'll just take it out and try again in September or, like August, September.
right.
So we'll see how it
Yeah,
goes.
I'm excited. And then maybe mine will be ready around the same time and we'll compare the two. We should have like a taste
Oh,
we
that'd be
should have a
great.
taste
Yeah.
comparison because my bees are
Oh,
located in a different area than yours.
okay. We'll definitely
Okay.
do that. We'll have a comb tasting, honey tasting
Mhm.
live.
Mhm. It'll be so much fun. So much fun. Okay, so that's all I have. I am finally done, I believe. Kim, thank you so, so much for going into your hive. It's always really fun to see what your bees are doing, and I can't wait to see what we're doing next week.
Me too. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you next week. For sure. I know I'll be talking to you shortly, but thank you everybody for coming and liking and commenting. We really appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit end here. But, guys, thank you so, so much for liking and following if you followed and just hanging out with us. We appreciate you and we hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.